Hi, one of the things we're hearing the most from the clients we work with is how to lead remote meetings. Now we're all sheltering in place and stuck at home for the foreseeable future. How do you lead remote meetings and make them lively and engaging? So, one of the things we hear from managers is they sense there's a lack of engagement, there's a lack of energy on the call, there's too much silence. And so, I thought I'd give you a quick tip, I think, for making a bit of a better meeting. And I think it's all about setting and resetting the agenda. It seems to be something they do on podcasts and radio shows quite a lot. So I thought I could demonstrate what that might sound like. So here's an example of you're on your call, you started off and you say something like, "Hey, hey team, the purpose of today's call is to get an update from you on what you're hearing from your customers, and they give you some information that can help you crush your sales numbers and make even more money. We're going to start today with some success stories. We're going to hear from Jeff and Debbie on success stories, and then we're going to go around the horn and hear from each of you. And the running order today is going to be Steve, Kyle, Debbie, Jeff, Zach, and then John. John's not here at the moment, but when he gets here, we'll add John into the mix. So Steve, Kyle, Debbie, Jeff, Zach, and then John. When I call on you, uh, tell us what's working. Start with the bright spots. Tell us what's not working. What are you stuck on? And really, anything that you can share with the team you think will help them become even more effective. So that's what we're looking for. And at the end of the call, I've got a couple of updates I think you're really going to like. They're really going to help you move through the rest of the week and hopefully sell even more stuff. So, with that, let's dig in. Let's get started. So, right there, you've set the agenda. Everyone knows what to expect, they know what order they're going to speak in. So, everything from that point of view is good. Let's move on. Quickly demonstrate the success story part of it and how you handle that, or how you handle when John joins the call, what happens then. So, let's go back into it. We'll pretend that um, just about to tee Jeff off to give his success story. So, here we go. So that's the agenda. Jeff, let's dig straight into success stories. Jeff, I'm going to go to you first, and then we're going to go to Debbie. Uh, really want to hear about Flanagan's. How did you close that deal? I think give us some really good insights there. I know it was a big deal. You've been chasing that for 6 months. So if you would, kind of walk us through that story. What was their need? What was missing from their point of view, and how did you get the deal? So after you've told us that, we'll go to Debbie. Thanks, Jeff. Take it away. So Jeff speaks. Maybe you have a follow up question for Jeff. But otherwise, you say, "Thank you, Jeff. We're going to hear from Debbie, but before we go to Debbie, I know John joined the call. So hi, John. Thanks for joining the call. Today we're going to go around. We're going to hear Debbie's success story, and then we're going to go around the horn. We're going to hear from Steve, Kyle, Debbie, Jeff, Zach, and then we'll have you on the end of that, John. So be prepared to share kind of what's working, what's going well, what are you stuck on, and any insights that you need from the team or anything that will help the team, you think. So, Debbie, take it away. Tell us your success story. Tell us about Easton's. Right, so right there, setting and resetting the agenda. Everyone knows what to expect. It makes it very simple to follow along. Um, and I think it should help. I would try that for a while. I'm going to come back with another one about asking better questions. So stay tuned to that. If you know anyone who could use this for their meetings, please pass the link on to them and let me know if the tip works. Thanks.